Hello there, fellow changelings of the Changeling Army. I'm the gaming changeling Storm. Welcome back to Ask of God's Redemption. Now, we're just looking over my recording, and apparently I was actually not going the correct way. I went to Coburner's track, which essentially was something different, but where we're supposed to actually go is pretty much the stone bridge, going to the Gabonia Watchtower. A low stone bridge that carried the wide solid road over a rapid mountain river. I'm just gonna check something here. What I'm checking to see if it's a borderless window, and it is. What I'm looking here just to make certain that it is, of course, the obvious. Now we go to the Gabonia Watchtower. Also, that Stoic thing is also going to be, from what I can see, at least playing a part in it. Alright, let's see. You approach the body with caution, keeping Glenda and the soldiers away, but you realize how dreadful the sight is. The ears and faces of the victim have been cut off. Geiger goes pale at the sight of the slaughter. Crap! These are the guardsmen who are chasing after Rask. The whole dozen of them. I recognize their uniforms. What kind of monster did this? The poor bees has wife and children. Some of the causes, masterful work. They were each slain by a single blow, either to the neck or between the ribs. Look, there's the weapon, stuck in one of the procurement, the handle broken. It's Rask's axe. I'll be damned if it isn't Rask. Used to hang the wall in the shop. Remarkable piece, I've never seen anything like it, but why would he butcher the corpses? You turn away from the bodies, only Rask can answer that. I'm afraid one day he'll answer for his salvage. For now, let's decide on a corpse path. Okay, I don't think the corpse will be anything there. I think it might be a good idea just to give him a proper burial. Limited manpower, burying 12 bodies would take too long. Decided to leave the poor souls as they are. Okay, so it wouldn't necessarily. So, bury the guards, leave them as alright, we're gonna do anything. Just one moment, then act Tiger to help you. Together you turn the bodies face down, sparing your companions the gruesome sight. Let's look at the tower. You attempt to enter the tower, but discover that the door is latched from the inside. It's scratched and dented as if somebody had taken an axe to it. Particularly when you knocked, nobody answered. Let's walk around the tower. You examine the rear wall of the tower and discover several small openings. Despite being barely a man's height off the ground, it looks as if they're in braziers. They're far too narrow to climb through, but do allow you to look inside. Or peek inside. Inside the tower is steeped in gloom, yet you can still make out the unpended furniture and puddles of blood. It seems you found the Durarians. You need to send someone up the eroded tower wall. Not everyone is agile enough to hide and skate through the narrow window. I know that it would be good. Luke sides the tower and decided to climb it. He soon reaches the window and disappears inside. Silence set in only to be interrupted by a muffled cry. You watch to the door. A moment later, you hear the latch sliding aside. Proving your fears unwarranted, Yasota emerged, his face paled. Inside lay the corpses of the Jeremian guards. They had been stabbed, but with the entire detachment laying dead in front of you, it's hard to tell by who. You examine the narrow embraces in the wall, but it's unlikely that the guards were sought. There are no bolts or arrows in the body. Opposite bodies. Among the corpses you find the body of a captain. Only the guards know what brought him to this backwater, but the search from his insignia would be of use. And I got 20. Yeah, I got 20 of them. There are no hoofprints on the road. In a quarter league, the ground becomes rocky. There's no way to tell if anyone rode west. You examine the road to the south and discover clouds of earth, presumably left by horses joining the main track from a nearby dirt road. There must have been at least a dozen riders, and they passed through very recently. The earth is still fresh. The mysterious footprint makes you uneasy. Sources from Odelia or Joanna. Also, I do apologize if I do butcher some of these names. Would have stopped to check on the guardsmen. Unwelcome visitors to Buchanan can only mean trouble. You feel frustrated at failing to intercept Rask, or even pick up his sir. He said it to the point with Krieger. Rask is good as gone now. The bees. I'm sure he went further into Gabona, where you can ride for a day and not come across a single segment. Lately, even the walrus have sort of died out. There's nothing for us there. Well, I hope for good fortune, but it didn't come. We had no other choice but to head for the Menhir and Danforth village. Alright, so now we have the secret path and the mountain pathway. Both are pretty much would take 40... and I think I can see that. See where that thing goes for the, Stoics is there. So that's a little bit of a resource management thing there. Not good. I guess, let's go to the mountain pathway. There's an abandoned camp, and that abandoned camp could, in a sense, have some... Oh! In the distance you see a loaded wagon pulled by 6 horses. Judging by the bales and crates tied to its roof, it belongs to a wandering merchant. Though the armed guard is fit for a prince, you take a closer look and recognize Morales, a money changer from Albus. You cast out to the wagon and Greek Morales. Relates at you smiling. You learn that he decided to move to Ursus with his family and possessions. He moved out before the bell rang, so he knows nothing about the weeping. Now, I do have gold, so... Let's look at the merchandise just for a sec. Trading gear, merchants often pay represented to attract money and good force. Some even turn to sorcerers. Or I can even get some stuff here. What's the work? gonna go per battle. Item contains 20 sources. Yes. Go ahead and take that, that way I can get that, and that will essentially negate some of it. Let's see. I'll go ahead and we'll get these, because that would be pretty good. Go ahead and get these here. These could be really, really useful. And I think that's roughly about it. Okay, I think I'm pretty good with what I got there. Right. Yeah, I think I got pretty good, so... Earth and its guards see you off with a distrustful stare, but you soon leave the wagon far behind. Do that? Oh! Whoa, 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 what's this? The Friskans invaded Bacana. Hordes of Northeasterns are already marching across the lands of the Five Kingdoms. That's... okay. I think I did pretty good there, because then that way it actually... yes, he kind of negated that. I had 140 to begin with, then I saw that. So I would have lost pretty much 44, so instead of it being 140... yeah, that actually pretty well worked out in my favor because that kind of negated it. Anyway, Brett notices something and stops dead and tries pointing. You squint, but your eyesight is so there is a body. Someone forward with him, judging by the uniform. Qui-Go rushes to the body. That's Lan. A lad from my squadron. He had to be sent on patrol with seasoned watchmen. That was only yesterday. How can this be? He exclaimed indignantly. Yeah, trust me, I don't. Let's examine the corpse just to be certain. Inspecting body, you find a small purse with some money, meaning it wasn't robbery. Lamb was definitely struck from behind. Someone snuck up on the young soldier. Where were his comments, and where are they now? You have no time to dig a grave, so you cover Land's body with a mound of stone. You utter the expected word, and Glenda brings a small bouquet. You continue your journey, field for field. Okay, got morale up that. I don't necessarily know what morale does yet. And might be a good idea to check out the camp thing. Just right now. Do you want to head your own way, say to Oda? You mean go to my wife? Seems likely pain is more force than takes me away. As for the children, they're too young to understand anything. I don't recognize myself either. I've looked for something inside to hold on to, but I've found nothing. My path is in ruins. Trouble likes to say, don't grease my brains with silver. Do that to my palm. Just to stop digging into your own soul. Undo your collar and feel the scars across your chest. And remember that winter month in Gabono Mountains, and that fellow from Odara stumbling into a bear's lair, and the way I hit the beast right in the face with my fist. It grazed me with a claw. Need you to remind me how you saved my life? Yes, I pulled him out of the lair, but couldn't draw my sword. That's how the beast grabbed me. I hit him with my one free hand. You finished the beast off. That was a nice blow. It was a 3-year-old, not a big one, but he went down. I can't imagine how much it hurt if you hit me. That's all that keeps me going. I ran from Albus for a reason, isn't that right, Thorn? I was saving my lads. I mean, Flit, Sop, Horde, Brett. They're my regiment, right? The others simply went mad. They weren't mad, Krieger. The weeping turned them into animals. Perhaps they came to the sentence, but you did everything right. You shouldn't have stayed in the city. I know about that now. Barricading ourselves in your house could have been the right thing to do, but who knows? Maybe Albus has already burned to the ground. Whatever happened next, you did everything right. Maybe it burnt out. You had 3 rooms in the barracks, and I have a home. Think about those 4 left. Even one of them is a sufficient excuse. I don't want to make any excuses, Thorn. I also don't want honor or glory. One thing could warm my spirits. People waiting for me, hoping that I am alive and well. Well, alive at least. Do you mean the time we came to Albus and trouble had to digest the trouble? You can't forget that in a lifetime. I had to walk around wearing your ceremonial cuirass. I had to make speeches. It was the most terrible day of my life. You were promoted to captain because of that day. Yeah, Trouble kept yelling that I owed him a barrel of wine for my captain's spat. He wouldn't let me go until he got what he wanted. That said, he came to his senses really quickly after that. Man up, Krieger. If it gets too bad, shut your jaw. Time is a river that carries away happiness and sorrow alike. You did your duty as best you could. You didn't cower in a hole trembling. I should have hidden though. Would have been easier. I could have pretended to be a madman. You would still pretend, kind of a way out. He can chop you into pieces though, just like you did with the madman. Maybe. There is something else, you know. There's something moving inside me. A terrible thing. Maybe I'm terrible. I want to take a sword and stab everyone, or maybe myself. Maybe the madness is taking its toll. I think that everyone was affected. Even if the plague recoiled from our services, don't attack anyone. Keep it together, friend. I don't need the trouble of having to watch you. Talk to Brett next. Sitting all alone again, Brett? I'll be on taking your boots over what's to come. Not at all, Captain. You get used to anything, and I've already grown accustomed to the fact that something's not right in this world. Besides, I'm hardly alone. I'm in good company. You didn't get come to ask how I'm feeling though, did you? You're right. There's something else left to discuss. Can't help but point out that you're quite perceptive for your age. Always observant, trying to get to the bottom of things. That's not just talent either. It's a result of your training. Where did you get your training, apart from the Albus Regiment? Couldn't remember all of it, even if I tried. I don't settle anywhere for long. I don't settle anywhere for long. The moment I learned my way around and make some progress, I get transferred elsewhere. Seems like Elvis is the longest I've stayed in one place. Someone may be deliberately preparing you for something. Didn't you consider that? I've been entertaining the idea, even though maybe they want to mold me into some sort of spy. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm best at making connections between what I see and what I know. I'm sure we'll put this talent of yours to good use. You're some nobleman? No, Captain. Well, some be. Maybe. I never knew my father. But I've been looked up after for all my admittedly short life. They always concerned about me. They helped my mother and see for my education. However, I knew neither my benefactor's name nor motives. And you never yearned to learn more? Of course I did, but either my teachers didn't know anything or got good enough gold to keep mom about. My benefactor also convinced my mom that I'd be better off in blissful ignorance. Quite a puzzle they left you. Hope you managed to find the answer. And have you any surprises in store for me? With a hint of a smile. Same as everyone else, Captain. I mean, our scores for peculiar characters. As if we've been gathered here by the gods for some higher purpose. Agreed. Everyone got their strengths and weaknesses. Since you're so perspective, mind tell me about my weakness? Glenda is your strength and your weakness. None of us come close to that. Something about her elevates her above most folk. I don't mean her looks either, but something on the inside, a kind of spark or flame. I don't know how to put it exactly. You're right about that. Glenda also exceptionally stubborn, always wants her own way. Got that from her mother, or maybe from me. Then allow me a question too. Do you think we'll survive the weeping? I do. Otherwise, all we do is pointless. I'll put onwards with all my strengths. Hope you do the same. I'll try. Sometimes I lack the necessary fortitude. Everywhere around me, I see signs of the end of the world as we know it. However, with you by my side, I'm seeing this in a different light. Captain, maybe my logic isn't sound, and we do have a chance, whatever that might be. Well, thanks for the kind words, if that was your intention. And the last one is Flint. Hey friend, have you found a manuscript even here? I picked it up near the gate in Albus. I've already read it. It's the history of Frissa, nothing interesting. So what do you have to say about Frissa? The same, the three kingdoms, Godin, Godana, and Ingodin. There are noblemen, and even royal houses, but the temple of the Divine Wrath's power is nearly infinite. There's going to be a war. There's always a war with Frissa during a weeping. Several hundred years have passed from it. Customs may have changed. Are you asking me why I left the archives again? I really wanted to become a warrior, I still do, but it's a different kind of choice. Not whether to be a scribe or a warrior, more about being a warrior scribe, not a weakling scribe. What did your father think about that? He was a warrior scribe, you said so yourself. Too bad I never visited the royal archive in Oda. No one would have let me inside anyway. He'd be happy to see you, son. You're the reason he sent me here, I can tell you. He wasn't always a warrior scribe. He sailed with you to the Bale, an ordinary seaman. That's why I had the feeling that we met before. Yes, my father and I are like two peas in a pod. He's gone completely grey, though he was a ginger once. His name was Flit, like yours, a bit younger. Everyone saw him as a boy. You shall give him my deepest gratitude if you can. He sent you his gratitude. Well, actually, he did a year ago. No matter how hard I think about it, it seems I have almost no chance of surviving this weeping. Not because I won't run for the hill and hide, it's because I'm not a hero, son. Only heroes survive. I don't know what they are doing, writing books or souring us with luck. For all I know, it could be ill luck. That's one thing I'm sure of, though. Heroes die even more often. Only the lucky survive. It doesn't really matter if they fight bravely or hide in ditches. Whatever you say, son, I will accept it. I might erase these scribbles and start describing our journey. Maybe a way to leave a mark behind for future generations. To try to avoid leaving a mark with your blood flint. Nice one, son. It's hard to joke about death, but you're quite good at it. And my morale is still at 20%. Very good. I really like the art style to this. I really do. Like all this here. This is like graphic novelization. I've actually read some graphic novels in my time. Not like the, I guess, the Japanese manga graphic novels, but actual graphic novels that are similar to this. I've actually have read them. Now, just to give you a little bit of an understanding, at least from what I understand for each one of these. Here is this. For Krieger, there, for when you chose the first one, is he doesn't like his wife. Anyway, he doesn't like his wife too much. Something like that. Second was reaction about the happening in Elvis. For Brett, for the second one, is no real effect, but just something like chat. First one is that he never knew his father, and the third one is that Glenda is both the strength and weakness. For Flit, he pretty much had, for the first one, is the story about the three kingdoms, which in the Temple of Divine Wrath with nearly infinite power. For the third choice is hints for the upcoming war. The first for the last 700 years, and he's also white, but can be limited by the power of the gods. He wanted to be a warrior scribe, since his father was a warrior scribe and older, and he told pretty much about the father sailing with Thorn in the Vale. The father was like him and had the same name. He resembles him, only he was ginger. He's smiling but sad, as he is not a hero to survive it. Now, of course, if I bought some items, but I only ever got one item, I can go to pretty much the squad management here, as you can see. Apparently, one of them is... Oh, that's right, because I loaded up a different save. But as you can probably tell, there is, in a sense, skill points in this. Each of the skill points will be to a specific character, and each one will have specific things. You can also get a little bit of backstory as to each one of them, but I'm not going to necessarily do, but I'm going to go ahead and put that right to that one to get the skill point there. But as you can see, do that, and I will do that. You can also have, of course, things in your deck. One thing is also going to be very apparent is that each one of these you cannot actually get these yet, because there's a fragment. Each of the fragments will be full. And I can also heal my party if necessary. Let's see, you have minor injuries, so you don't... injury mark. Okay, so I pretty much have, let's see. Okay, so the injuries pretty much just decrease my stats. Alright. See, so I got 4 health. Nice, I'll be fairly good at least with right now, so I don't need to worry about my Styraxes, at least for right now. Let's continue my journey. On apparently the old road to go to Danford Village. Let's see, okay, so it have so I have enough Styraxes to get Brett notices some Elvis guards on the road and hails them. They turn around, whizzing quickly to meet you. They're clearly in a hurry, lashing their horses mercilessly. It begins to mind the mad guards from the Elvis and the signs the weeping could draw around the city. It seemed clear why the patrol wasn't such a rush, or was there another reason? It looks like they're all gonna go for Quagga, but you might well be prepared to fight. Be prepared to fight, because I might go into that. You order your companions out the road to a place safe from horsemen. They are surprised but obey the order. Meanwhile, the watchmen dismount and run towards you. Weapon drawn, they foam at the mouth, face twisted with rage. Looks like everybody's still good for right now. Yeah, it'll be fairly good right now. I don't really need to worry too much about... guys should be good to go for right now with what I got. Alright. Let's put you there. I want to keep my archers. I think my archers might be good to keep at the back. I'm pretty good. Alright, so I got my stuff there. Let's see, can I... Yeah, it doesn't look like I have much in terms of archers. Look at put you there. And of course gonna have to do that. Okay, so far so good. Okay, that didn't really hurt me too much. I'm always going for the energy. I don't really want to utilize you per se. Oh, that took my house? And of course you can immediately go for him. Ah, there you go. There goes. That guy's down. Let's see, 2. I could go for a kill right now. Yeah, I can go for a kill right now on 2. You. And then. Oh, that takes health? Why did my ability take health? Suppose that's why I lost them. Oh. Oh yeah. You have this in the middle though. I don't like the idea that abilities take health. I mean, granted, Persona does it rather fairly well, but that's... knockback. I'll only use it if I actually have to. Go get a kill. Okay, he's almost dead. Stun the target. And that would nearly kill him. And down goes you. Go. Yeah, I think my best choice is not using any of the big abilities. Like these right here. Don't... I see what you're doing. So that takes 14 health, so that... 14 energy. 14 damage, so... That'll be well worth it. See, and I can go here. Get down. Okay, so you have received a couple of indices. You're good not to use you. Your companion collects some of the horses that wander away during the fight. The watchman's mounts are much more exhausted, barely standing. The chiefs have worn out everyone when you set out. Remember that anyone can turn out to be an enemy. Now there are two other pathways here, which if you want to go to the Gabriel Wanta starting from the secret path, or you could even go to the Watts. A lone horseman came into sight on the outskirts of Danforth Village. His horse is barely twice as long and looked like he galloped it out west. The rider, just exhausted, doesn't notice you until you catch up to him. Graduates and so, glanced at Chubb and said, "Well, if it isn't Obama." "Wait, you're not go ahead. Don't you recognize your commander?" Taken aback, the lad turned to his shoulder, but then sighed in relief when he recognized Fred. "Hello, Captain Crago. What brings you here? I'm on my way home, not that far off, in fact." "It's again, your beard isn't going anywhere. Your horse needs some rest anyhow. You ride the poor thing to death," reported. "Get off before it presses you." Naomi gets off his horse, and the exhausted animal collapses. He gives the young guard a scornful glance and dismounts over the couch. "Catch your breath, boy. Take it easy. Now tell me one thing. We passed a dozen hamlets yesterday, but didn't see a single person. Do you know what's going on?" "I don't know. I didn't stop by any hamlets. In fact, I didn't stop at all."
Huh?
Did you notice anything strange on your way? The footprints, maybe lots of them, look like a party on horseback, larger than yours. I didn't see them, even though I rode without breath, but my guess is that they're heading for our men here. We noticed that too. I can't imagine what company it could be. It's too big for a cannon patrol. Could it be bandits? I hope they don't find their way into your village. Never seen any bandits in these parts. We're not wits, and there are several bows and lances in every home. They lose more than they gain. There's also a watch around the men here, and they bleed. Alright, but those will concern us horsemen later. How did you manage to survive for so long? Well, I know a sort of incantation. Bugs you up a bit. Learned it from my grandma. She's one of the bandidos. They know their stuff. Not yet, too tired. Besides, I'm a bit of a weakling compared to my grandma. She's very skilled, and she also got special powders and forgive me if I butcher this word. Poultices? We definitely see your grandma on the way back. I hope she sells some potions to keep us healthy. Yes, of course. I'll drop by grandma's and then head to the men here. I suppose I'll return to town afterwards. Don't think of me as a deserted, Captain. Let's go already. Nobody's accusing you of anything. Visit your grandma or return to the watchtower. We are too preoccupied to care. You pass by a village. Its empty streets strike you as odd. A feeling of foreboding sets in, but you shrug it off. Right now, your only goal is the men here. Everything else comes second. The villagers must have gathered near the sacred stone. It's a holiday after all. You agree, relieved. Indeed, villagers near the men here traditionally hold spring festivals. Lost in thought, you don't immediately notice someone addressing you. Flick caught you and pointing to the road. There's something smoking there, and scavengers circle the black plumes. You slow down to take a closer look. So far, it's really good. I mean, if you look at all this, this is like nice graphic novelizations. I really do like it. Oh. Well, this is something that happened. A heap of corpses sits in the middle of the road. So many bodies, men and women, old and young, even children. There's a scaffold and some spears sticking out of the ground. The smell of blood makes you lightheaded. You talk close and pulling back the reins of your horse. Scorched and torn asunder, these people die without making a sound. Their mouths choked with dirt, severed limbs laying nearby. You turn around slowly. Glenda stands nearby, clenching the hilt of a sword. The other stands further back, frozen in place. Glenda sobs. She's petrified. Unable to get a word out, feeling sick, she runs off on stiff legs. You order your men to help Glenda and keep their distance. A low whimper draws your attention. You notice a pregnant woman struggling under the corpses. She suffers severe malnutrition and won't last long without aid. You wait for the corpses and pull the woman out from under the pile. Your companions come to your aid. Your group lacks a heel and are pointed to return to the village. The corpses that are all that's left of it seem to have to bring the woman to the men here. You stop your company at the bridge. There are suspicious figures on the other side. The watchman's bodies hang nearby, and the men here are soaked in blood. You see a man being forced onto the stone. He then falls to the ground, writhing in pain. Are they also? The old chronicle called them abominations. I've read they wield enchanted blades that can fly. We time it upon us. You draw your sword. They notice us. Be on your guard. These aren't fools. They gathered near the bridge. We have to dismount. Don't form a narrow path like this. Let me get in these other. Glenda, look after the wounded goer. Order some of your companions to get to the bridge and the others to guard the wheel. The field is the answer wants you on the bridge so they can bring it down. Okay, so I think it might be a good idea not to have Swiss on my team because... Oh, what do we got? Three enemies, one's walking through the defense, one to attack. That might be good to have that. Alright, let's see. That plus on NOC. Let's go ahead and put that to you. And I guess I might as well have my next... You up there, so... Hey, and now we apparently have some new... Oh, I've seen you! Let's see, okay, we got pretty good on what I have. Okay, apparently we got an end swordsman and an end sorcerer. Alright, let's see. Do Fury Strike. That would cost me health, so... Oh, we gotta end my turn there. Okay, you don't really do a whole lot of damage to me. I can take a shot at you. Try to lower that energy. The more energy I think I kind of get what I'm trying to do here. The more energy that I can eliminate. Oh, we can counter. That's... Ooh. That's kind of bad. Oh yeah, you've already taken your shot. We can do that, and... I can increase my defenses. Oh! We do that, and don't necessarily want to get rid of my health that yet. Interesting. That's... Go ahead and do that. Right, so... Interesting. There we go, get that way I was able to get rid of you. So, you're down. I can't do anything there. However, do this. Take the shot. Yeah, someone's in the way there. But I can attack. Can't do anything there, so... Taking the shot. I see. So that guy basically is a healer. And I need to get rid of this guy. As much as possible. And there it goes. And there he goes. Okay. That. That way I'll get rid of his energy. I need to get rid of that healer. I don't want to be. I don't want to do anything with Quagga. There. Now I can actually move up. All he does is heal. There, now we can move up. Go try to heal as much as possible. Oh, and now you're actually going to do something. Too little, too late. Something happened. Yeah, be a good idea to get out of dodge now while I can. Yeah. Done. Okay, he is almost dead. He is almost dead. It means I cannot put him into the party anymore. He's almost dead. You know the women on the bridge. He taught us along ice lifelets. You know the horrors he's seen and want to oppose him, but Glenda beats you to it. Rumler hugs her and starts crying, nearly choking on his tears. You can't bring yourself to interrupt them. Glenda tries to calm him down, while you listen to his jumbled account of what's happening in the empty village. Judging by the bloodstain, some of the bodies were thrown in the river, and some he goes silent. You turn your attention to the men here. Yeah, I've noticed that it would look like, I think would look like to be blood there, and this odd spire. Oh, that is the men here. I thought it was just some random spire. It is day 5, so... Let's go ahead and talk to Ramio. They killed everyone in my village. Some were thrown in the river. Others, well, you saw the corpses along the road. Even people from the neighboring hamlets. Why do these bees do this? I don't know. Seems like they say about pain and death. In any case, we purge this place of abominations and we'll kill more of them to find. My grandma thought I was wizard material. She even gave me her amulet. Let me come with you, son. I don't want to be a wizard. I want to be a warrior. That way I join the guards. Take the amulet, please. No. Some battles are won by sorcerers, not swordsmen. Though wielders of magic are warriors too. In a sense, your grandma's amulet is strict and crusted. That explains a lot. Keep it. Now, if you're ready to fight and follow orders, come with us. Anything else you want to say? Ramla opens his listening nervously. Ramla opens his purse, handshaking, and gives you several magic cards. How did you come by magical cards? They're heavy, like lead, and hot to the touch. And you say you don't want to be a wizard? These cards belong to my grandmother. I played with them when I was little. She said that if they got heavier, it means playtime was over and something bad was brewing. I want to give them to you. You're my senior. You should use them. What they're to realize, Grandma said that these cards aid those who wish to use magic, or shield themselves from it, but no samic power of their own. They are Quinmoa, and the Quinmoa themselves are said to be descended from those abominations. I've heard of them, wasn't expecting that they suddenly gained power. I won a couple myself. Who could have guessed these 18 tweakins would be of use? The weeping started soon. What used to be superstition and legend is now manifesting through magic. You must have noted that some items are displaying special properties. These cards are no exception. You can normally figure out what a card does by the picture. They're not for wizards. Well, those are for they are for those deprived of power, so each carries a clue. Easy as falling off a horse. Grip the card tightly and use the wheel to direct its power. They're useful, no arguing that, but I'm more at ease with a sword in my hip. You can't scatter an enemy squad with a hand of cards. Who knows? I've never used them myself, but it's possible that a card might trump a weapon. Everyone can use them. It's worth remembering. They're not broken, just incomplete. I remember when my grandma had a handful of swords. She assembled a picture, then the swords sort of glued themselves together. You suggest I hunt for these where I go? It's up to you. People have always collected fragments of these cards, even though they have no idea of their true value. using them as amulets and souvenirs. That's why you find many merchants selling them. Same with the items which contain Stoixes. Take care with these cards. Anyone can use them. Sometimes it's better to rely on a weapon instead of standing around and waiting for something magical to happen. If you can cast proper spells, do it. And thanks for the plaques. I have a feeling we need them. Well, you can count on me, and make haste. There's something strange and evil emanating from the men here. I wouldn't tarry. You watch Ramla go and notice that what's in near the wounded woman. Glenda stops you as you want him. She's giving birth, Dad. Chase them all off and let Ramla do his thing. Seems like he's the only one who knows what to do. Everyone runs around looking for clean water and rags. You don't remember feeling such pleasure even when commanding a company of soldiers. After all the effort, you finally rewarded with a baby's cry. Brenda looks at the wolf woefully. The baby's safe, but we couldn't help the mother. She's gone for 2 months. I'll set the supply of the water. Maybe we can find some milk, but we need to find a safe place for the baby. We shouldn't delay. Hey, Captain, what are you sending around for? Go take a look at the men here. Afraid of getting your hands dirty or something? Not a pretty sight, though. Look like those fiends rent the stone in blood. It's strange. You see that monk fellow lying there? The ant forced him onto the stone. That would kill him. Could it be that the incident polluted it with some kind of bio-whistle? What happened, Captain? Didn't you used to say that all the sorcery stuff was bullocks? Besides, those abominations are no match for the gods, that's for sure. Maybe we'll get rid of those nooses around our necks. Wait, you have a death wish or something? That's romantic. I've seen enough over the last few days. What else could it be but sorcery? I even saw a man drop dead the moment he touched the men here. I ain't arguing with what you saw. I'm just saying that you could have misinterpreted. You know, I mean, the sacred souls can't just stop healing all of a sudden. They've been helping folk for centuries. That have been a weeping in centuries. Does not foolishly add to the death count. No one touches the stone. We reach the double men here on the way to you, sir. Let's go. Then, I guess the next thing to check is the blood on the ground. Walk up to the men here and find familiar footprints. The mysterious horsemen are NCs. However, only 2 horses remain at the hitching post, which means that some of the abominations left before your arrival. He thanked the gods for sparing you an encounter with the horde riders twice. Time is short. The answer could return at any moment. You decide against burying the body by the road. At least the foreign beside the men here have found a common grave. With no further business here, you prepare to depart. You know the Glenda is deep in thought. Before you can say a word, Glenda speaks up. Dad, why didn't you let me go on the bridge? Dad, am I a bad fighter, or were you going easy on me during training? You're feigning surprise, and who else would care for the wounded? Our men aren't exactly a no-anything bunch, so I put my trust in you. And judging by how you handled childbirth, I wasn't wrong to do so. As for going easy on you during training, that's complete and utter nonsense. As for those 3 choices there, I'm going to choose soft. You can choose, if you choose Horde, you'll say that Glenda is one of the best. So correct, and you say that Glenda is one of the most. Stop here? You turn to the lad, and nods agreed. The captain never cut us any slack during training, and he really taught you well, Glenda. You're a better fencer than most of us. You can tell that Glenda is taking a bath by all the plates and decide to seize the moment. Grab yourself, all of you. The child is going with you, Glenda. The squad's been pointing around. They'll get back in those saddles. Everyone, make haste. Here the party would take 25. And this is where the chapter would end. Trying to think here. We would be in a place, and there might be a person or two, so... I'll do it because I'll be able to get more selectors from battle, so I'll do it for now. Then that way I will at least have some things there for that. And let's just see here. Go ahead and add more health there. Let's go ahead and add Damn, that looks good right there, so I think I should be fairly good with what I got.
In enemy territory, a campfire gives warmth, but the cold gives protection. Shadow Clan's code for warriors of peace. Year 1002 since divine retribution. Spring equinox. Kingdom of Frisia. The city of Vodun. A procession approaches the city. Hundreds, no, thousands, walk to Vodun, shackled and closely guarded.
You observe the surroundings from again. This is where I'm going to stop the episode. Call the episode. Can I? Yeah, I can do that. Well, with that there, that's pretty what was the first chapter. It took me a couple of episodes. How many chapters there are? There are 10 episodes, and I'm actually going to be going, of course, through each, not episodes, chapters. There are 10 chapters in total, and each of the course of chapters will have varying degrees of differences. Now, I'm of course going to be going through one way with this, and I might possibly, like, at the end of this, like, have, I guess you could say some various differences. Maybe. I'm not certain if I will ever do that or not, because I say these things, I never do them, so... Anyway, next episode, we're going to be going into Chapter 2. With a new hero, Lo Peng. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching my playthrough here of Ashes of Gods Redemption. Subscribe if you want to check out other videos I've done in the past, or to stay tuned for future videos on the channel. Comment down below what you think of this game, or if you have another game you want me to check out on the channel, be sure to let me know down below. Until next time, stay 20% cooler, and I'll see you in the next video, my friends. Bye bye.